our nature and our character. And sometimes you got to get outside the comfort zone. And there are a lot of people that have trouble attributing these variants of the character of Yahweh to him here. But when you associate this part of the nature of Yahweh, the feminine nature, with the house, the picture language becomes one of power that's personified or demonstrated in the one that's caretaking the house. Am I right? The one that is the feminine one that's able to take care of whatever my needs. If you understand from Proverbs 31, Yahweh intended for the wife to be a warrior. But I got news for you. You need to understand how that's defined. He did not intend the wife to go out and physically get in the middle of a military battle. He intended for her to be standing there and spiritually fighting a spiritual battle for her husband. Okay? While he took care of the physical part of the thing. And that's the role of the man and the woman. The man's role was more physical. He was hands-on. The woman's role was kind of emotional. And she got into the soulish realm, and the two of them met together, and they were able to overcome every foe that would come against the house of Yahweh. Either one of those individuals outside of their role causes the house to not be, it cannot be one. It becomes a split house, a divided house. And what is it said about a house that's divided against itself? Wait a minute, it seems as if we're doing everything we can to prop it up. Yahweh said it can't stand, and you're doing everything you can to prop it up. Come on, tell that to Hagar. You propped her up. Y'all ain't going to admit that. Turn to your neighbor and tell him, I ain't admitting it, but you can do what you want. There can be no house without the presence of the Aleph and Tav, the husband and wife working together. Are you with me? This is what Yahweh's trying to teach the children of Israel. In union, there is power, sustenance, provision, and to listen to this. Now, if you want to see the opposite side of Yahweh, if you oppose the house, you've got ruin and devastation. And so what he's trying to teach Israel when he says, I identified myself to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's what got you where you're at, and that's what's kept you. I identified myself as El Shaddai. I mothered you and nurtured you while you've been in this season. How many of you have been in something for a season? I'm telling you, Yahweh's about to set you free. Now, you have to understand, if you can't understand this dual role or this dual nature, you're going to miss it. If you remember when Yahweh creates Adam in Genesis 1, along around 26 through 28, it says, let's create man in our image and our likeness. And it says, and Yahweh created them. Male and female created he them. But if you continue to read it, and I've heard people say, well, it's because it's not in chronological order. In chapter 2, it says Yahweh creates the Adam. Wait a minute. He created Adam in chapter 1. Is he creating a different Adam? No, he's just taking the spiritual Adam who has a spiritual body. By the way, outside this vehicle, you have a spiritual body. Okay? And he's going to take outside of the spiritual Adam outside his current realm, and he's going to separate him. He's going to take this man and build him a physical house, a body. And he does just that. And he sets Adam in a place to make a house. Right. That was what he told him to do. Be fruitful and multiply, replenish, subdue, and have dominion. So Adam was supposed to be a housekeeper. He was supposed to be a homemaker. He was supposed to make a house. And so what Yahweh did is said, okay, I'm going to see how smart the dude is. And he parades all of creation in front of him to see if there would be a suitable helpmate in front of Adam to help him make a house. Now, if there had been a Hagar, hello, well, you know, Yahweh's kind of waiting. He's dilly-dallying around here and all these animals being paraded. I think we'll take Hagar and make a little, help Yahweh along. Come on, you know what I'm saying. But that's not what happened. Yahweh saw what was going on. He said it's not suitable for man to be alone. And so he creates man a helpmate, knowing, and it was a test for Adam. And the purpose for that is to put us in our proper place, to help us understand that apart from the covenant relationship that we have as a husband and wife, and if you're not married, that's great. You're still espoused to him. And if you and he are not one, not echad, then you'll never see the true demonstration or the